to the channel. Today we're going to be having a look at the DJI Mini 3 Pro, and we're going to be using the ActiveTrack. So I've been out, I've gone for a run and I've gone for a bike ride, used it pretty extensively in different terrain. So let's just jump straight in and have a look at the footage. We get about 6 minutes of run and about 6 minutes of bike ride. Make sure you watch all the way through because some of the obstacles this thing goes around is amazing. Mostly positives with a few negatives. Okay, let's get going. Right, here we go. So Jake is just putting the controller into my running vest and off we go running. So this is the first time we've used the drone with ActiveTrack out for a run. So far, yeah, it's looking really good. Out for a nice run out in the country. We're going to be running in various different places to give it a good test with open areas, tree cover and all sorts. So here's the first obstacle we've got coming up. Just about to run around this corner. How is it going to go? Is it going to find us? We're just out of sight and no, it's lost us. So that's it. It didn't quite get us going around the corner there. So we've reactivated it and just about to head off again. You can see how windy it is as well. So it's super windy. So the drone is coped really, really well with the windy conditions. So Jake's just putting the controller back into the running vest again. That's the way I wanted this to work, was by putting the controller in the vest so I didn't have to hold it. So here we go. Off up the hill. I think on this particular clip I locked onto Jake as opposed to me because I seem to be out of frame slightly. Seems to be wanting to track Jake. Okay, he's just gone behind a bush and it's struggling to find him. I'm still not sure who it's following. And no, it's stopped. I'm trying to gain its attention, see if it will follow, but no, that was that. So then we thought we'd try some parallel instead of trace. Kind of tracks you on a slight angle really, so in between, in front and to the side. At this point I stopped because it's got no sideways sensors and there's a big tree just coming up there, so we decided to stop it just there. Just at this point of the video, could you just do me a quick favour? Thank you if you already have done. Subscribe to the channel. If you haven't done so already, please hit that subscribe button and leave a like. Leaving a like does make a big difference to the video, helps with YouTube's algorithms. Okay, let's get back to the video. So this time I thought I'd just stick it into portrait mode. Just why not? Just try and test everything there is to test. So it's in portrait mode. It's going to track us from behind and we're going to go back over the bridge again and see if it can negotiate the tree it failed with last time. I've set the drone slightly lower here, so it's at a different height than it was before. So I don't know if it's because we're going this way, but it does keep track of us okay, and yep, it's got us and we're off. So just speeding the film up a wee bit here. Up until the other bush where it struggled with us last time, and as you can see it's lower again and it's just going through the bushes. Is it going to keep us? Yep, it's got us, and yep, that worked fine. Next one, back over the bridge because we've got to get back over the bridge anyway. So filming from a higher position, put the drone up higher, see if it can get past the bush and the tree. It struggled in this direction last time. So in all these other clips it's locked onto me as opposed to Jake. So the bright yellow top, yep, straight past because it flew over. So that worked out fine. Here we just thought we'd quickly try the asteroid function, which is a new one on me because we didn't used to have that on the Mini 2. That's what the asteroid looks like. So now we're going to run a longer trail, which is going to bring in more trees, lower branches. So let's see how it copes. Oh, it's getting close. And yep, it's got through. That was fairly narrow, so I was pretty happy with that. It's fairly open at this point, so we'll just speed up the footage. There we go. Our running style has something to be worked on, really, hasn't it? So we'll just slow it down ever so slightly here because the trees are starting to come over. A few more obstacles for it, but it's still coping well, and it's going around corners well as well. Just up here, we're going to hang a left and go down some single track. More trees. It's going to get a bit tricky down here. Okay, first major obstacle here. Let's see how it copes. These branches everywhere. I'm away. And no, it got through. And yeah, I'm unsure. I've stopped here because I'm pointing out to Jake he's actually taken the wrong path. So off we go to the right. At this point, it's going sideways, which is making me panic slightly because there's no side sensors on the drone. It's just waiting for us to get in front, and then it's going to follow us from behind. So I'm getting Jake to go in front of me here because I want to make sure it's following me. Because I'm slightly panicking because there's trees everywhere. Okay, here's another big one coming up. Down and round. And just down at this point, I'm getting warned that the battery is running out. So I stop and change the battery. So here, this is the first time I've ever put a drone up in the air and physically driven away from it. So it's trying to figure out which way is it going to follow me. It's turning round, and yep, it's pretty happy it's going to follow me that way. So I set the drone to 40 meters in the air, and when we started it, it did drop down slightly, so it wanted to come a bit lower. I'm now disappeared. Is it still going to get me? Oh, the footage there is amazing. That is nuts how well that's doing it. It's very close to the tops of these trees, but it's doing an amazing job. Okay, now we're out on a bike. Let's test it out on the bike for the first time. Here I've decided to put the controller in a little bum bag that I've positioned just on my front. As I'm putting it into the bum bag, it's changed the settings. So it's messed up the exposure, which is quite annoying. But as we get into the trees in a moment, it kind of sorts itself out to an acceptable level. It's still overexposed, but it's not too bad. Let's see how it copes at travelling a little bit faster with trees, again, all over the show. Skinny trees as well, which must be harder to sense. So, here we go. Jake's off. I'm being a bit more wary because I know this is a trickier thing for it to do. Whoa. Okay, there's not many straight bits on this path here, so there's lots of twisty, turny bits with branches at flight height. Whoa, around the outside and back in again. And I'm cycling super slow here because we are actually going uphill, honest. Here comes Jake, a few more branches, and Rico's. So, fix that. Now I'm carrying the controller in my hand. I've given up with trying to put it in a bag. At least this way I'm able to watch the video as we're riding. It's not the easiest way to actually cycle whilst holding the remote in your hand, but when it's tracking you parallel, it's on the side there, it's coming quite close, path goes away from it, and then it comes in, it wants to get a wee bit closer. So enough of that, let's go back to from the back with trace. It's much better footage, I think, from behind. Around the corner. Okay, it's doing well. Oh, what's going on? I'm watching all this while cycling and balancing the control. My heart is in my mouth. And nope. It's at a certain height where it didn't know to go under or over because we were traveling at a certain speed. So restarted it, put the drone slightly higher, see how it copes being slightly higher. Just need to pull over here for an unexpected horse. But the drone keeps tabs on me. I'm warning the rider that there's a drone. She didn't seem bothered at all. And it's kept track of me. I'm starting to move off. And it's got me. Jake, let's fast forward slightly here. Okay, obstacle coming up. Trees both sides with a narrow gap. That is a narrow gap. Oh my goodness. It's doing a great job of tracking us. It's much more open here, so we'll speed up the footage. Gonna get us just over. So setting the drone slightly higher seems to cope with a few more obstacles. Depends on how high the obstacles are. Just at this point I've got a little bit of a downhill, so start cycling a bit quicker, see how it copes with trying to track a faster moving target. It's coping absolutely fine. It can go a lot quicker than I can on a bike. And I soon come into an uphill. I've also started to figure out when there's obstacles like this, because again I'm viewing this on the controller as I'm cycling. When I can see it's coming into obstacles, I'm starting to cycle a little bit slower just to give it every chance to actually get past the obstacles and not lose me off in the distance. Whoa, oh my god. Right, how about this bit coming up? Tree cover galore. Loads of little branches. Whoa. And here we go. It must have lost us. No chance. We must be gone. Hold on. What? Oh my god, it's still got hold of us. I'm quickly saying to Jake, right, can't move on, it's still coming. He's off again. So we've got a 90-degree turn coming up here in a moment. I know this is coming up, so I'm slowing up and I'm going on the outside of the path to give it every chance to keep track of me. No, it's lost me. Couldn't quite make it around that corner. That's it now, resetting, and it's just about to return to home. Here it goes. So I press the cancel button, and here we go, another part of the track. So here we're going faster, and there's loads of branches coming out. Yeah, it's got to go fast, and it's got to negotiate obstacles. It's struggling a bit to keep up with us because the sensors are going mental at this moment. Further away. There we go. Just lost us there. So welcome to the channel. Today we're going to be having a look at the DJI. Welcome to the channel. Today we're going to be having a look at the DJI. DJI